Hello friends, welcome to our Dr. Vet channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor Head Veterinary Medicine. We have already seen the acariasis or mange in cattle part 1. Here we continue with the part 2. In the part 1, we have studied the sarcoptic mange in cattle, that is called as scabies. Here we see another mange, another species, sauroptic mange in cattle. Here we will study etiology, transmission, clinical science, diagnosis and treatment of sauroptic mange in cattle. This sauroptic mange is a ectoparasitic disease of cattle. Sauroptic mange in cattle, for the etiology. Here the etiology is Sauroptes ovis. In previous disease it was Sarcoptes scabies in scabies. The Sauroptes ovis are non-burrowing mite, while Sarcoptes are burrowing mites. They burrow into the skin. Here Sauroptes are not burrowing into the skin. But these Sauroptes live on the skin surface. They are not burrowing deeply into the skin, but they are dangerous. Sauroptes are not zoonotic, while the Sarcoptes are mild zoonotic. All stages of Sauroptes mice are found on the host. Life cycle is very simple. Transmission is simple, same as that of scabies, through direct contact of infested and susceptible host, and through direct contact with contaminated environment or fomites, furniture, clothes, instruments, other appliances also transmit the disease. Clinical science, we see the clinical science of Sauroptes mice and we'll compare the scabies at the same time. The Sauroptes ovis infestation are rare in cattle, while the Sarcoptes are very common in cattle. The Sauroptes mites pierce the host tissue, but what they pierce? They pierce their feeding organs. The mites are not pierced. While in scabies Sarcoptes, the Sarcoptes are burrowing deeply into the skin. They are burrowing mites. These are not the burrowing mites. But these mites, Sauroptes mites, feed on serum and other fluid secretions from their bite wound. So this Sauroptes mice causes bite wound and that oozes the serum and other fluid secretion and they will feed on that. That is the difference between Sarcoptes and Sauroptes. The exudates that accumulate on the skin, they coagulate to form a thick scabby crust. See here the mostly lesions are thick scabby crust because of the coagulation of the exudate. And here the type of dermatitis is mostly the exudative dermatitis. Alopecia is very common. Alopecia is due to two reasons. Alopecia 1 because of the parasite and second alopecia because of the irritation caused by the animal and animal constantly scratching the skin. So also there is a alopecia. See, pruritus is very intense, severe pruritus, and the animal go on scratching the body. There is a great annoyance continuously scratching. There are papules, crusts, excoriation, and there is abrading or wearing of the skin because of the constant scratching the parts of the body with either wall or with the poles or with any other objects. Clinical signs, there is lichenification. Lichenification. Lichenification is the skin become thick and leathery. Why the skin become thick and leathery? Because there is constant irritation, constant burning sensation, and as a result, the animal is constantly scratching or rubbing the body parts with the rough surfaces, walls, posts, and other objects, and that causes thickening of the skin. Skin become leathery. Clinician can identify that. That is the lichenification. The lichenification first starts or found at the shoulders and the rump initially, then slowly as the parasite spread on the body. This lichenification also spread the entire body, and the body looks thick, leathery skin. When there is severe case, there is secondary bacterial infection because of the excoriation and wound caused by scratching. Because of the constant scratching and annoyance, irritation, pruritus, the animal has less interest for eating, so there is weight loss. The same reason, decreased milk production because of the annoyation. There is histamine release, and that cause decreased milk production. And there is increased susceptibility to other disease because the immunity also goes down. And the calves are very susceptible. And when calves are severely affected and if they are untreated, death is observed in the calves. The diagnosis is almost similar to that of scabies sarcoptes. Microscopic examination of skin scraping. In scabies, deep skin scraping is required for the collection of the material and identification of the parasite. Here, these sauroptes are not burrowing mite, so not much deep, not much superficial. Skin scraping is required, and morphological identification of sauroptic mice by examination of the skin scraping. Response to therapy is also a diagnostic aid. Just clinically diagnose the disease, give the treatment, and if there is drastic response, immediate response, that suggests that diagnosis is correct. It is a scabies or sauropsis. Treatment is same as that of scabies, sarcoptic mange. Here the acariciidal compounds are used for the treatment. But remember friends, acariciidal compounds are toxic drugs. So dose, schedules, and all other instructions must be strictly followed according to the suggestion of the manufacturers. The treatment is almost similar as that of sarcoptic mange. Injectable formulations are also available. Pour-on formulations are also available. That is poured onto the wither and back of the animal. The drug is absorbed through the skin and the parasite may vanish away. Cattle may be dipped by dips or cattle dipping wards or making tanks. Dipping is very good for the mass treatment. Spray formulations are also available. Oral preparations are also available. And additionally, give antibiotic to inhibit bacterial infection. To relieve from the pruritus, give antihistaminics or slight depression drugs, CNS depression drugs. Friends, share this information to veterinarians and veterinary students. Request you to subscribe this channel so the channel can grow and flourish. Thank you very much for observing this video. Next time we'll come with part 3 with another type of the mange in cattle.